Once upon a time, in a very curious place called the School of Tomorrow, students didn't rely solely on pencils, notebooks, and textbooks. Instead, their classrooms were filled with friendly helper robots, floating holograms, and ultra-smart quantum computers humming gently in the background. Among the students were Laia, a girl who loved drawing imaginary worlds, and Theo, a boy fascinated by taking toys apart just to understand how every wire and gear worked. One bright morning, their teacher, Miss Clara, walked in with an excited sparkle in her eyes. "Children," she announced, "today we're going to learn about something that is changing the world faster than robots, spaceships, or even artificial intelligence." The class stared at her, puzzled. "What is it?" Theo finally asked. "It's called DeFi," Miss Clara said, writing the word in the air with her holographic pen. The letters glowed like neon lights. DeFi stands for Decentralized Finance. It's a new financial system built using blockchain technology, open, transparent, and powered by people instead of banks. Theo blinked. "So, it's like money that kids can understand?" Miss Clara laughed. "Not exactly, Theo. But it is money that anyone can access, learn, and use without needing permission from a bank." Laia raised her hand. "But what does it do? Does it help people?" "Oh, it helps millions," Miss Clara replied. "With DeFi, people can save, invest, earn rewards, borrow money, lend money, and create entirely new financial tools that didn't exist before. And the best part? Anyone curious and brave enough to learn can become an expert." The children exchanged intrigued looks. A financial world run not by institutions, but by creativity, code, and collaboration? That sounded like an adventure. "And today," Miss Clara continued, "you'll begin a journey that could turn any of you from zero to DeFi expert in just 30 days if you choose to explore it." And so the class prepared to embark on a remarkable discovery, realizing that the future of money wasn't something distant or complicated. It was something being built right now, by thinkers, creators, and curious kids just like them. Miss Clara tapped a button on her holographic wristband, and suddenly, a giant glowing panel unfolded in front of the class. It displayed futuristic cities powered entirely by blockchain networks, where people used digital wallets instead of plastic cards and where money moved instantly with no banks in between. "Let's start with the basics," she said. "This is a blockchain. Think of it like a magical notebook that no one can erase, cheat, or lie in. Every transaction is recorded forever." Theo leaned forward, fascinated. "So everyone sees everything?" "Yes. That's what makes it fair," Miss Clara explained. "Decentralized finance relies on transparency. No secret fees. No hidden rules." The panel shifted again, showing a young engineer controlling a floating interface full of charts and numbers. "This," said Miss Clara, "is a liquidity provider. That's someone who deposits their cryptocurrencies into DeFi pools so others can swap between coins. In return, they earn a portion of the fees. It's one of the simplest and most common DeFi jobs." Laia tilted her head. "So they lend their money and get rewarded?" "Exactly." "Now here," Miss Clara said, swiping her hand, "is a yield farmer?" A new image appeared. A teenager in futuristic gloves adjusting energy circuits that represented digital assets growing like glowing plants. Yield farmers search for the best ways to earn the highest rewards with the lowest risks by moving their assets between platforms. Theo grinned. "That sounds like a treasure hunt." "It is," Miss Clara agreed. "But you need knowledge, patience, and responsibility to avoid traps." She continued, showing another role, the DeFi security analyst. "This expert studies smart contracts, the codes that run DeFi to make sure they are safe. They prevent hacks, protect users, and keep protocols trustworthy." Next came the DeFi strategist, smart contract developer, DAO voter, and risk manager. Each job connected to real opportunities that humans and someday robots could collaborate in. Then the panel displayed a girl wearing VR glasses, immersed in a colorful financial simulation. "This is a DeFi designer," Miss Clara explained. "She creates the interfaces that help people interact with decentralized apps. Without good designers, DeFi would be too confusing for most people." Laia's eyes sparkled. I could do that. I love drawing worlds. You absolutely could, Miss Clara said warmly. Theo raised his hand again. Miss Clara, does DeFi take away jobs from banks? Not take away, she corrected. It transforms them. Some old jobs disappear, but new, better ones are created. Just like I didn't replace creativity, DeFi doesn't replace people. It gives them freedom. The class became energized. For the first time, finance didn't look boring or distant. It looked like a game, an adventure, a world of opportunities waiting to be explored. To finish, Miss Clara said, I want each of you to invent a DeFi job of the future. Laya proposed the emotional token designer, who creates tokens representing feelings to strengthen digital communities. Theo invented the blockchain mechanic, who maintains nodes like futuristic machines. Joe imagined the pet NFT caretaker who protects virtual animals from scams. Everyone laughed, but they also understood something powerful. The future of finance wasn't controlled by banks. It was controlled by imagination. During recess, Laya sat under a tree thinking deeply. Do you think, she began, that when we grow up, people will still use regular money? Or will everything be digital on the blockchain? Theo shrugged. I think both. But DeFi makes money smarter. Like, your coins can work for you instead of just sitting in your pocket. Laya smiled softly. That sounds magical. Imagine if my drawings could become tokens that grow value. Theo's eyes widened. They can. People already turn art into NFTs. And DeFi lets you use those NFTs as collateral or rent them out or earn rewards with them. Laya blinked. So creativity becomes finance? In a way, yes. They both realized something important. DeFi wasn't just about numbers, charts, or coins. It was about empowerment. It allowed ordinary people, not just adults in suits, to build, innovate, and participate in a financial system open to everyone. Miss Clara watched them from afar, smiling proudly. They're understanding the heart of DeFi, she thought. It isn't about getting rich fast. It's about freedom, fairness, and the power to create. Laya and Theo finally grasped the deeper lesson. Technology is not meant to replace humans. It exists to elevate what humans already do best: imagine, create, collaborate, and dream. And in that moment, they understood something many adults still struggle with. The future of finance isn't scary. It's an opportunity. A chance to shape a world where curiosity is more valuable than money. Back in the classroom, Miss Clara clapped her hands. All right, explorers of the future. Who wants to become a DeFi expert? The class shouted. Well, she continued, the journey starts with 3 simple steps. She wrote them in glowing letters across the room. Step 1. Explore the tools. Download a crypto wallet, understand how transactions work, play with simulations, experiment safely. Step 2. Keep your creativity alive. DeFi needs artists, storytellers, designers, engineers, thinkers, not just mathematicians. Step 3. Share what you learn. A decentralized world grows when people help each other. Laya raised her tablet proudly. I'm going to learn how to create digital art that can live on the blockchain, Theo added. And I'll design a smart robot that explains DeFi strategies to beginners. The entire class burst into laughter and applause. And in that instant, something powerful happened. Each child felt that the future wasn't just coming, it was calling them. When the bell rang, Laya turned to Theo. You know what I learned today? She asked. What? That DeFi isn't here to replace us. It's here to help us build the most exciting careers ever. Theo nodded. And to give everyone a chance, not just the adults who already understand finance. They walked out of school smiling, filled with ideas and possibilities swirling in their minds. Above them, a delivery drone zipped across the sky, leaving behind a shimmering hologram. The future of finance belongs to the curious. Keep learning. And Laya and Theo did exactly that. Their adventure had just begun.